naboriders, you're watching the NABOMAW twins accompanied by Nabiha and Nafilah. In this video, we'll be sharing 4 more artwork hacks which will make your life super easy. So stay till the end of the video and enjoy. For the first hack or the first technique, you'll be needing any plastic folder, a bowl of water, a thick paintbrush, and any 2 colors of your choice. You can use a sketch pen or a brush pen which is water resistable. And here I'm using the pink and the blue sketch pens, the brush pens, and obviously you'll be needing a paper. So let's keep everything aside and let's get started. First, take your pink and blue sketch pen or brush pen in my case and start drawing random lines on your folder. Now use the blue sketch pen or the brush pen to make the lines. Try to overlap a little bit to mix the colors. Now use your water and the paintbrush and drip some water upon the marks and the random lines you've made on the folder. Make it wet so the paint or the brush pen flows. Now use a paper and place it over the marks you've made on the folder. Tap it a little and remove the paper to reveal the design. See how beautiful it turned out. Wait. First, clean up the folder so that you can use it again. You don't want to destroy it. Now keep it aside and let your paper dry. After you feel like it's dried, keep your brush pen aside and take your black brush pen and start doing a beautiful calligraphy over the design or the pattern or the texture or whatever you call it is made. Here in my case I'm writing belief. You can write anything you want. You can make a card out of this paper or anything. It's all up to you. Just wait and see how perfect this turns out. You can use this idea in your projects or anything to get more marks. And I think we're done. And this already looks so mesmerizing. For the second hack, or you may call it a technique, you'll be needing a white sheet, a piece of bubble wrap, and any color, any paints of your choice. Here I'm using an orange paint. So let's get started. First, take your paper and paint and definitely your bubble wrap. Use your orange paint and a paintbrush to paint the bubble wrap orange. Make sure to remove the white sheet so that you don't accidentally paint the white sheet. Paint the bubble wrap well. Now take your white sheet and print the bubble wrap on that white sheet. Press it a little bit. Wait for it and then remove the bubble wrap to reveal the design. Wait for it to dry. As soon as you feel it's completely dry, take another paint of any choice you feel like, any color, and in my case it is red. And take another bubble wrap, another piece of bubble wrap, and paint it with red color. This time, make sure you're painting it lightly because you want to give that effect to the paper. You can leave it to the first step only, but I feel like I would like to have a texture on the paper, so I'm using 2 colors. Now take your paper and print the design. Stamp it on the paper. Press it with your gram weight. Remove the bubble wrap and wait for it to dry. Now use a black brush pen or a sketch pen or a marker or anything you want and do your favorite calligraphy or your anything you feel like, a quote that inspires you maybe. Any poetry, any quote or any word that makes sense to you. Now here I am writing achieve. Okay, at the first look it looks a little bit weird, but wait for it. Do the finishing touches. And I think it looks fabulous. Close the lid of your sketch pen or your brush pen and keep it aside, and I think you're done. For the next hack, you'll be needing some aluminium paper, a normal paper and some paint of your choice. In my case, it's green and yellow. Now keep your stars aside, place your paper in the middle and let's get started. Get your foil paper and crush it. Open it so you get this kind of texture on it. And then you'll be needing a paintbrush and some paint and paint it all. Stamp it on the paper. Do this, repeat this as many times as required. You can totally leave this here, but I prefer to add a second color, which in my case is green. You can add any color of your choice. Let the paper dry and repeat the steps if you want. It's all up to you how you use the paint and your foil paper and the paper. Now I'm using a black brush pen to write a word, an inspiring word, which for me is create, because I like creating things. I'll link this brush pen down in the description box below so that you people also can find this somewhere easily. Do the last minute touches. And voila, we're done with this amazing artwork. You can now hang this in your room or gift it to someone. It's all up to you. For the last hack, you are going to be needing a white sheet of paper, some shades, some paint of your choice, and in my case it is blue and green, and also some water, and I forgot to mention the thread. You'll also be needing the thread, which is the key ingredient. And now just mix the blue paint inside your bowl of water with the help of a paintbrush. Now take your blue paint and the white sheet of paper. Now dip the thread inside the paint. Place the thread on the paper and take another piece of paper and cover it, and now pull the thread out of it. Oh wow, it forms this beautiful design. Now continue doing this with different colors. Just ignore that paint on my hand. Try to make different patterns with the thread and place the paper above it and pull the thread out of it, and it will make this beautiful pattern on the paper. Wait for it to dry, and now use your brush pen or your sketch pen or your marker or anything and write a word that inspires you, or anything, any quote. Here I'm writing endure. Do some finishing touches. And we're done.